So Perry, have
Hmm.
yourself a merry Perry Christmas. No,
Uh, is it Christmas time?
it could be.
Let
It
your
is for me.
heart be berry.
Ah, okay. So yeah, let's kick off. Hey guys, Barry here, and welcome back to the IGS podcast. It's been 11 long months since we've done this show. It's been nearly a year, so I don't know why I took a break from doing podcasting. I love it, and it's been absolutely, a big year for the channel. And unfortunately, I guess we are back to you call it the Barry and Perry show.
That's right, the Barry and Perry
Oh,
show.
we actually should do that. But I mean,
I know.
you haven't been on since May of last year. That's what? That's over a year now. It's amazing. So, Perry, thanks for
That
coming
is
on to the show.
amazing.
Really appreciate it.
Thanks. Yeah, what's the matter with you with not doing these podcasts? You're getting lazy, Barry. Just kidding.
Lazy.
You're not getting lazy.
Lazy. I guess
You're
just
like one of
being.
the most
What?
active people I've ever seen online.
I.
You're not lazy.
Yeah, yeah. I guess for me, like, once you do like a direct and impact direct, like, my attention all goes in that because I want people to.
Yeah.
Like, for me personally, I just think, like not being cocky or anything, but like the quality of the production is there, of the show. Like, you're getting, for
Yeah.
me, you're getting the same as a Nintendo Direct, a State of Play, or an ID Xbox show. That's what you're getting, and I want to put all my into it. Whatever I'm doing, as best
That
as I
takes a
can.
lot of work.
Yeah. So like, there was one point where I contacted for one show, one direct, at least 100 developers, 100 people. Nuts.
I
Like,
can't even imagine.
but
Have you
yeah.
ever been to have you been to America?
Oh yeah, I've been to Florida. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know if you ever been to any events, any like PAX.
No, unfortunately, no.
You would go crazy at PAX. You should come.
Okay,
We can hang out at PAX. That'd be fun.
of course.
Wouldn't that be fun? You can teach me all your Irish drinking songs.
I don't even. Yeah, Irish drinking of water.
Hmm.
Who's now living in England?
But I don't drink, by the way. But
Either do
I.
I. Yeah, either do I.
Oh,
So
okay. But you can still teach me the songs.
I can try. But actually,
Now you
funny
can
you
teach me your
mentioned.
British. You can teach me the British drinking songs now.
I don't know any. So funny you mentioned that. I think like the next time I was meant to go to the States was with Bobby.
Oh really?
Yeah. So
Yeah. Poor Bobby.
I
I
know.
miss
Sorry
Bobby.
to put it downer, but I mean, like, where did that come from? Like, you know?
That was insane. Yeah, Jules called me, and that was the weirdest call because there's right before it was like I thought he was getting better and everything. So that was
Yeah.
yeah, that was terrible, man.
4 months in hospital and looked like he was getting better. I know it was slow. I don't know obviously directly what was going on, but from
He got
what I've
hit
seen,
hard.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was tough. Like, but yeah, Perry, we are here to talk about game decks, and you also sent me songs from your ukulele capital B sides, and
That's right. The
honestly,
soundtrack.
the soundtrack, yeah, and Perry, like, I'm not just saying this because you're here. Holy crap! It is like, it sounds exactly like what Grant and David is doing. So well done. I mean that.
Thank you. Thank you. It was a super fun project for ukulele, which I'm
Look,
holding the gold version here.
that's the one I'm getting. So yeah, I won that out of nowhere. I didn't even see
That's
that
amazing.
I won that until you commented on it or
Really?
liked it. Yeah.
That is so funny. So yeah, we have Austin, our new community manager, Twitter person.
Yeah.
We need to come up
Social
with an
media
actual
manager.
name for her. But yeah, she got the winner down, and I was like, "That's Barry." I got in, she had announced it. She's like, "Oh, that's your friend." I was like, "Yeah," and she's like, "Oh no," like because she thought that would be, and I was like, "No,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's totally fine. Like that's amazing." So
Thank you. Thank you
yeah,
guys. I really appreciate it. And then like I
that's
was
amazing. Yeah,
contacting Ben and everything.
yeah.
Benji,
Ben
yeah.
should be. Yeah, Ben should be sending you. He might have already sent it. I don't know. I gotta check. If
Oh,
not, he's
dude.
sending it soon. So And he's in London,
Yeah, yeah.
so that'll be an easy trip, dude.
What?
We sent Ben like months ago a big box of there's like 25 game decks in there, and there's I sent him a Switch game and some other goodies and CDs and stuff. It was a big, delicious, beautiful package to Ben, and he got it a month later. He got the label that was cut a rectangle cut off by scissors, and then the stuff, like when you send stuff, the stuff on top. I can't think of the form, but the form that goes on top
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
in a plastic bag. That plus a cutout of this address saying, "Hey, your goods were damaged," and I don't know. That's all it said. They're damaged. He didn't get them. He didn't get anything.
What the hell?
It was just a cut off of the box. It's like that was the biggest stupid. Oh, that was so stupid because it was like, yeah, I don't care if they're like, okay, they're damaged. Give them to me. So it's like I think
Yeah,
someone
I'll still
stole
take
them
them. Why are
somewhere.
you still giving
Yeah,
me
it's like
damage?
don't
Like, why
steal
aren't you?
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was so annoying. But luckily, the next one I sent him, which I sent registered, uh, it did get to him.
Yeah.
So that's good.
See, that for me, that's the problem. I think if I'm going to do a box of whatever to a different country, even registered all the way. Even though it's a little
Lesson
extra.
learned.
Yeah, but it's. I guess it's peace of mind.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, and then absolutely. And that same week, I sent another one here in the States, a box of 4 of them, of all 4 of our releases to someone, and they got stolen.
Someone's on to
That
you,
was
Perry.
not a good week. I know. Well, it's because they know they're so fun. That's the thing. But yeah, sorry not to. So yeah, ukulele. Yeah, we're doing a ukulele. This is our ukulele board game. It's in the game decks. I know it's really small. It's made to be so that you can carry it in your pocket or your purse. You can easily put it up on your wall. Has a nice little side there.
Nice.
See,
So cool.
it's very fun. I can't wait for you to play it, dude. Because you said you got your other game decks, but they're back in Ireland.
Yeah, so I can actually. So I've got my family who's going to send me stuff, so I can get. See, the thing is, I have. Yeah, that game deck. The second one arrived obviously on its own, and the first one came with the special edition.
Yes.
So if I get
I'll hold them up for people.
Oh, thank you.
These are
So
packed. So.
yeah, yeah. But so if I get the special edition sent over, I'm gonna have to unbox it.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
then I may as well. I'm thinking, will I get my 5 empty cases sent over so I can put in the sleeves?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, so you don't have the Pictooi collection yet?
Okay, no, I got.
You don't have your big one.
No. The small one is
the...
back in Ireland. I opened that. I done an unboxing of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that. But have you not seen the big collection yet?
No, not in person. No.
Oh my goodness,
dude, it's been the
crime.
most. It's been
crime.
The weirdest thing since.
Yeah.
I guess November for me, as everything that's happened to me. It's been amazing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, so much has happened. But yeah, I'm getting my PS5 and my Xbox Series X is finally here,
Oh, good.
in England. So it's and so many updates. Oh my god.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, that's a crazy thing. Yeah, when you move countries and stuff, and yeah, I can imagine. My friend Danny lives in Japan, and he always, he's lived there for, I don't know, like 10 years or some 15 years, but he has his stuff here, so he has all his video game collection back at home in the United States, but then he kind of takes some, but anyway, it's tough. It's a toughie.
It is, yeah.
But again, not to steer it back towards ukulele.
Of course,
I'm not trying to do that. But we were talking about the capital B sides, which is a CD. It's a soundtrack to a board game, which is what? No, yeah. But that idea came when it's like, well, ukulele is so famous for its music.
Yeah.
That wouldn't that be fun to do a sound? Because when we test with all of our testers and with all of our we would come in and do all of our nights where we'd play different versions, and we'd always throw the ukulele soundtrack on while we're playing because it just feels amazing. We do that same
fun.
thing with Mutant Mud.
It keeps it going, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just really fun to do that. So it's like, you know what? We thought maybe, hey, why don't we just sell the soundtrack with it, like the Yooka-Laylee soundtrack. So this is based off the first game. So
Mm.
so it's not, this has nothing to do with the Impossible Lair. So this is literally, so all of our releases are based off of specific games.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like this is based off of Mutant Mud Super Challenge. And it's funny because Granny's on the cover,
yeah.
and it's really funny because Granny
Hello,
actually isn't
Granny.
even playable.
Yeah.
She's not even playable in the actual game. She's in it, but she's not playable. And then here's the first one, which with Max. So they're based off specific games. So this is 1, 2, and 3. So you can see on the back, like on the limited run games, there's like a, so you can see Yooka-Laylee is number 3 right
Yeah.
there. So anyway, so we thought we could sell the original soundtrack of Yooka-Laylee with it, but then just licensing, and it's just kind of we probably could have done it, but it's just kind of like, well, people have it and stuff. It just kind of fizzled out, the idea, and it was just kind of a headache to do. And my wife is like, why don't you write a new one for it? And I was like, that actually would be really fun, and that sounds like a fun idea, and that'd be cool for people to get new music for the board game.
Yeah.
And it'd be fun, and we could sell in a cool collector's edition, like a special edition. So that's how that came. So talked with Platonic, and they were like, yeah, that sounds awesome. So yeah, so it's out. It's for sale right now.
Yeah.
It's
Get
not
it.
for sale by itself. I'm hoping to do a vinyl of it, though. I think that'd be
Oh,
really
dude.
cool.
That
Be
would
cool.
technically be your first vinyl, wouldn't it? Of your music.
It would be, yeah. It wouldn't be the first vinyl with my music on it, but it would be my first produced vinyl, yeah. I
Okay.
think.
So
But yeah,
can I
anyway,
ask?
yeah.
I don't know what obviously the specifics or behind the scenes or whatever. I'm just coming out with this. Did you maybe talk? Did you ask, or sorry, not even ask? Did you maybe get tips or whatever from David, Grant, even Dan and Matt from Platonic themselves that done Impossible Air? Did you even talk to any of them, or was it just like they give you full freedom and do whatever you want?
Yeah, so I didn't talk with Grant or David. I never met David. But I did talk with Dan and Matt. We kind of worked. They listened and gave feedback and notes and stuff. So
Yeah.
we worked together. So I definitely worked together with them on it, and it was really fun. So it's fun to work with them. Very nice chaps.
Yeah. Oh, like they're hilarious. Two of them together. I had them on the podcast. They done like Platonic Games podcast on the show, and the two of them are so
Awesome.
funny together. So
Yeah,
so
they're
funny.
very sweet. Yeah,
Yeah. Lovely guys.
totally. Yeah. So yeah, we definitely worked together with that. I mean, getting their feedback and everything. So yeah, that was fun. But no, not with Grant or David.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe someday we can do like a ukulele composer sound podcast. All five of you.
There you go. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, I guess for me, a dream podcast to do is like, well, obviously, like I want to do more rare guys, but even like a GoldenEye cast of people, even like the director, developers, and even Grant on, podcasts. That'd be fun to do.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
You've already had the dream team on, though.
Oh yeah, Dave and Grant.
Yeah.
Like it's funny. It's mad to think that like no one has ever had the two of them on, just the two of them together until I've done it. Never.
Yeah.
It's
You
nuts.
are a hero, Barry. You're a hero.
I mean, and it is like no offense, my favorite podcast show I've done to this day. You're second.
Like a knife to the chest. No. Yeah, of course it'd be.
Like
That's fun.
For me. Probably the greatest composers of the West.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then
Absolutely.
you're next. Don't worry. And then
No,
Dan and Matt.
No. I'm far down there. But thank you. You're very sweet.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I listened to the music this morning. I'm like, oh my god, this is so good. So what's one of them that, well, actually two of them in particular I really, really liked. What's the names of them? It's what do you call it? The one I can't even think the name of it right now. The one
Relaxing in a hammock.
Yeah, the hammock one. Yes, that
You're
one.
doing the hammock thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's everyone's favorite. Yeah. Yeah. So that one is just really chill. And I literally, it's funny because I started it and it was kind of just my take off of David Wise, like just like Donkey Kong, basically Donkey Kong Country, just chill beach vibes. Because we kind of have a. So Ben thought of the idea. Ben Congleton,
Yeah.
who works with us at Game Decks, he thought of the idea for capital B sides. Cause
Nice.
and so and I loved it. I loved it because it was. I love the character capital B.
Capital B, yeah.
And I thought and he's a playable character in our game as well. Like he's one of the characters you can play as.
Yeah.
And so I was like, man, I would love to like what a great emphasis. And the funny thing is like B-sides and it just everything is perfect. And so um the first song on the record is called Son of a Beach, and it has the sun and it's sun like the star, and then beach is spelled with two e's. And the whole idea of that song is that capital B is taking a vacation
Yeah.
on the beach. So it starts off with very much kind of sounding like the Ivory Towers, walking around like all proper and wet, but then he kind of breaks loose and goes to the beach. And it's a very funny image, at least in my head,
Yeah.
of capital B and some of his minions going to the beach. And but I thought that's a great way to start the record. And it's funny, I got a lot of inspiration from Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze when playing and stuff. And so it's really fun being able to, play like Mario and Rabbids, play obviously tons of Yooka-Laylee, Donkey Kong, and then get inspired and play. I had this thing where I'd play like a couple levels, and then I would go down to the basement and then let's go. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I would start recording, and it was just a blast. Like seriously, like probably the most fun like record I've ever been a part of. And so that going forward with capital B, and then the beach setting the tone where and ukulele isn't, I mean, and then ukulele, right? I mean, the whole idea of like the Hawaiian it's not, they never really hit on it really hard. Like it's never been that. Like ukulele isn't a tropical game. I mean, Donkey Kong is, which is kind of like, it's kind of a spiritual successor in a way.
Yeah.
But ukulele hasn't been like, I mean, obviously there are sections where there's tropical and there's, that, but I thought it'd be really fun to kind of take it that way. And it does. And so that's, so relaxing in a hammock is another one where it kind of returns to the theme of that and stuff. But yeah, there's 10 songs on the record, and they're kind of split between I would say like if I was to analyze it myself, which makes a little sense, I would say like kind of like four Wise inspired, four Kirkhope inspired, with all of them mixed in, by the way, like a good mix. I think that the Relaxing in a Hammock is my friend Dave, who did the man, I need to grab. Well, I'll talk about it later. But who did the Cracklestone book that's being sold?
Have you got one there? Yeah.
That was his favorite. Yeah, hold on one second.
Oh my god. This is like, even the pillow. See you, Drifter.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing? My brother got this for me for Christmas.
Nice.
So my brother did this. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh,
my
yeah. He done the artwork
for
for it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. So he got this for me. It was like, he ordered a print of the poster from like Vistaprint or something.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was like, when you're checking out, it's like, do you want to buy a pillow? And he's like, sure, why not? So, and it's funny because it's actually really funny because I use it. It's my most used pillow. I use it all the time. Here is the Cracklestone book, Ukulele and the Cracklestone. This is the Kickstarter version of the book.
Yeah.
This is not the version that's being sold at limited run right now. You should definitely go check it out if you haven't seen it. Have you seen the limited? You probably have, but
yeah, but
it's it's gold and blue, and it's just really pretty. It's so nice, and this book is really awesome. I mean, this is one of the most amazing. Like the look at this. I'll just look at this. It's amazing. Like this stuff is top of the line, amazing, one of the best. If you're any sort of a ukulele fan, even if you're not, even if you're just a fan of good things, this is amazing. So it was really fun to be able. So talking with Dave, he loved the Relaxing in the Hammock song. That was like, he always talks about that and says it's a good mix of both Grant and David. So And then there's two of the songs that I kind of was just kind of like, what's my take off of Ukulele? And that's so they're on there. So,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
so that was anyway. So that was a fun project, and um, yeah, I'm excited to see people. It's fun because just it's for people who can get the game and play it. It's a very fun. It's fun because tabletop experiences are completely different. Well, they're connected, right? Games are connected. Like video games and tabletop games, gameplay is the same
Mm.
in video games or on table. Like the idea of gameplay, the idea of a gameplay loop, the hook, the fun. I mean, like Mario Party. Mario Party is very much
A
a board
tabletop
game.
game. Yeah,
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 it is,
yeah,
and that's very much how our games are. And so obviously, it's a different culture. Tabletop gaming is. I mean, they're mixed a lot. Like there's tons of video game tabletop games, but it's a different culture. Like it's a whole different world. You can be into video games your whole life and never touch a tabletop game,
yeah,
but like besides Monopoly or something like that. And so for people, but it's a very fun a very fun platform. The Game Dex thing. I know I'm saying that as the guy that one of the people that made it, but it's really fun to get the record and play it on and play through. It is just a whole different experience, especially after the COVID and stuff, with everyone just kind of returning to normalcy. It's really fun to get in there and have
yeah,
fun. But um, yeah, so we sold. So I'll just end it. So we sold. So there was a big collection that's since sold out of the gold version, um, and the book and the
the
CD
CD. Yeah.
and some postcards
Mm.
and some extra cards and stuff. But you can still buy the book, and it's super limited, so anyone should go check it out. And then you can obviously still buy Ukulele, the standard version, um, which I should have had ready, which I can. Just give me 1 second.
It's all good.
Okay, here we go. There it is. So there's a standard version, and
Nice.
they come with different player pieces and stuff. But anyway, you can check it all out at gamedex.fun. Um, and and then obviously there's links there to go buy it at limited run.
Yeah. Of course, I'll leave links in the description below. You can check it out. And yeah, the other song was "Where There's a Quill,
Oh yeah, where there's a quill, there's
There's
a
a Way."
play.
Oh, there's a play.
There's a
Oh,
play. Yeah, there's two puns there. I tried to be as punny as
yeah,
possible. But yeah, thanks. Yeah, that's one of my favorites
yeah,
too. Very much a Kirkopian
yeah,
uh craziness. But that's a part of ukulele. There's a big in the game decks. You're collecting quills, and those are your points in the game. So there's lots of quills, and so you're trying to get quills the whole time, and so it's a big mad dash to get them. So that was kind of my inspiration. So that's what's fun is like the game is really. I mean, yeah, some of them were inspired just by ukulele, but a lot of them, like there's one that are trousers, which I actually haven't done that I didn't send to you yet, but it's trousers power ups is that you get from the game. A lot of stuff from the game specifically. Like there's the Ghost Riders song, because the Ghost Riders are a big part of the game as well. So anyway, it's just
yeah,
fun. It's fun to have a big emphasis on the stuff that we took from ukulele and emphasized in the board game. We got to do that with the soundtrack. So.
yeah. Actually, can I ask? Talk about the trailer that he's done for the game deck.
Mm-hmm. What
Uh,
about it?
yeah, but like, who made it, or what way was it? You or
Oh yeah. I'm not. Yeah, I directed it. I helped direct it with my brother who does the game decks, and we hired our friends and stuff. So there's a crew of like 8 of us, that got together and made it. And yeah, I mean it's get together, recorded a lot of B-roll footage, and
yeah,
and just get a lot of we had certain things we wanted to get and wrote down, and it was a lot of fun.
yeah,
I mean, and then edited. Yeah, I mean it was pretty simple.
yeah. No, I'm asking. No, just interested because of COVID and stuff. You know, no, because
Oh,
I don't know what it's like now in the States. Are things getting
it's
vaccines and all getting better, or is it back to normal, or what's?
yeah, yeah. It's about normal now.
Okay,
So
okay,
yeah, it just in the past few months, yeah, it's been getting back. I mean, yeah, it really has been because the vaccine has been so widely done, so people are just back to normal.
Yeah. And are you, what is it, like, are you double vax or one vax? What way is it working there?
No, I'm not vaxxed. I haven't gotten it yet because I had the COVID stuff. So I had COVID,
Oh, yeah. Okay. So
and
when
so
was that, can I ask?
that was back in November,
Okay.
and
Yeah. Trying to
yeah,
remember, yeah. And what is, obviously, like, you've antibodies and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
I'm just kind of I just haven't had it, and I've I've been feeling great since, and so I've just been reading and stuff, and I'm eventually going to get the vaccine probably somewhere, but I just everyone's like, I'm getting from different people like that the antibodies are stronger than the vaccine and blah blah blah. So I was just like, well,
Yeah.
so
Sure. I'm doing my second
I'm
job
not
soon.
anti-vax or anything,
Yeah.
but
Like, I'm doing my second job soon. And, like, funny, like, even coming to England, like, I was on a full plane of people.
yeah,
Literally, the plane was full. And, like, I double masked and everything just to be safe. And thankfully, I've had nothing wrong with me since everything kicked off, you know?
good, yeah, exactly, yeah,
Considering the
yeah,
environment I worked in, beforehand, in retail and in the shop, like, nothing at all.
yeah.
Yeah, all's
Maybe
good.
you're probably immune.
I hope so.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I mean, a lot of people are. Yeah, I had a pretty mild case, but it was in, the most thing is just losing. The worst thing was losing smell and taste since I love food.
And is that back or is it still gone?
Oh yeah. No, it's yeah. I lost it. I lost smell and taste for like it was one of those things where like you lost it and it was like gone for like 2 weeks, maybe 3, and then it slowly
Okay.
returns.
Yeah.
It's really weird. Over like the next month and a half, it slowly, and it was finally where it's like, okay, now I can get fat again. But it was so that was fun. The big thing was with the nasal thing was the weird thing. It's like it's had this weird, like, it had this kind of like an irritant in your nose. Like that's what it felt like kind of like sensitive, like kind of like after you blow your nose, like it had that feeling. Like I can't even explain it, but it
Yeah.
was a weird thing that
Yeah.
I hadn't really heard people talk about. But and then my friend who had it, she's like, yeah, I had the same thing, like because we got it around the same time, so
Yeah.
it was
Yeah, so I
yeah.
guess before we talk about Pictooi, let's quickly talk about the new Nintendo Switch OLED model.
Let's do.
Yeah, what's
And you
your
already got yours pre-ordered.
yeah. I'm lucky. I got pre-ordered the white one.
Yes, I
Absolutely
gotta get
beautiful.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm. In fact, you just reminded me right now. I'm
Well,
gonna go check and see if it's up.
yeah, I know, dude, work
I
away.
want to get one. I want to get one really bad. I want to get one really bad. I think it looks great. I like the white Joy Cons. I like it. I mean, I'm not one ever to be. I never thought that there was gonna be like a. First of all, I don't care about 4K at all.
Okay.
I've recently, as I just bought a super nice 4K TV, Xbox uh Series X. And played. I've played it and it's great. I honestly don't know that I don't know if I could tell the difference between 4K and 80. The only thing I care about, like in that sense, is frame rate. That's what I really care about. And so, I with the Switch, and there are the rumors, about it's a 4K, whatever, an upgrade in computer, and the 60 frames for future or existing titles. I never thought that was going to happen because that's not Nintendo. And I know I'm saying that as someone. I'm saying that after it was released, but like that's why I'm not like disappointed in
Yeah.
this because it's
Yeah.
just a refresh. I mean, for me, it's just like a 3DS XL.
Yeah, it literally is
It's
the
just a little
XL of
nicer
the Switch
version.
series, yeah.
Yeah, it is. It totally is, and I like that. And I think that it makes your handheld experience better, but it also which the Switch Lite. I love the Switch Lite. Besides the fact that it can't dock,
Yeah, the 2DS.
you know, and yeah, exactly. It takes away the best feature, right? That's exactly. It is a 2DS, and I like the 2DS too, and it's definitely not for me. And this is definitely an enhanced of the original, where I can enjoy a way better handheld experience, but I can also put it back on the TV and do what I can, So it's just, it to me, it's a much better option. And all those little tiny, quality of life improvements are great. And so I just think it's a fun little refresh. I mean, I think all the better, I don't really want to segment the market either. I can imagine like developers having to update all of their games, reformatted to a new, to be, to take advantage of new hardware. It's just a lot of work and stuff. I don't know. I guess I'm just
Yeah.
being an optimist about the whole thing, but I think it looks great. I think the name, the OLED model is just a great way to advertise it. It doesn't take your original. I mean, a lot of people with the original Switch day one will still be like, I don't even need that, which is, I think, is a good thing. Like for a
Mm.
lot of people, like I don't need, like, instead of having to go and buy a new thing, like I guess for the consumer, you know what I mean? That can be a good thing but for people who wanted to buy a second Switch, who haven't had a Switch yet, or people like me who have 5 Switches, um, and just want to, always want, because now that I'm an adult and I can buy things, I have my own
Only since
money.
last week. Congrats.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, so yeah, and then I think that's cool that, like, and I'm excited I'll be able to use my my beautiful red Joy-Cons. Oh yeah, that's my wife has that one. Isn't that the best? Oh, there it has
Oh,
Pictooi on the
yeah.
not downloaded.
It is downloaded. What are you on about? Look.
Kidding. I was joking.
All right, sorry. Yeah, sure. I was the
Yeah.
first to put up gameplay up on YouTube.
Yes, you were. I know. Yeah, because Pictooi is my first co-designed game.
Yeah, obviously you want to
Video
talk,
game.
there we go. See how we're leading into Pictooi now,
We are.
Yeah, before we talk about it completely. So for me, I guess it would make sense for me not to buy the OLED console. Because, like, I mainly play it on docked mode, for recording games.
Yeah.
But I want to see games, like some games, like I'm sure maybe you don't, maybe you know them, maybe you don't. It's fine. Like Silver Falls, Rise, maybe some other horror games. Even Hatch Tales when it comes out on the Switch. I want to see those vivid colors in handheld mode.
Totally. Well, and Hatch Tales will have, for creating levels and stuff, bigger screen. That'll be really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be amazing. I haven't even thought about that.
There you go.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. That'll be fun.
Yeah. So when am I getting my Hatch Tales copy?
The exact date is no. Soon.
We can talk about
That's
it
the
after.
exact date.
So obviously,
no,
I'm going to cut off that in case anyone gets on our case.
Yeah. So the like you said, the OLED model.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think that. Do you have a launch Switch? I mean, I guess.
I had. So I got original
and then you
Switch.
got the Animal Crossing one.
So yeah, this is my third Switch. So I got the original day one Switch. I then got I traded it for the Diablo 3 Switch. So then I bought the Animal Crossing. Then I sold my other one to my sister to give to her niece. And then the new one I'm getting, the OLED one. And then I'm thinking I might keep that one there because it's nice. But maybe my girlfriend can have it, because she was actually, like I was telling you, like I'm playing my Xbox the other night, or my PS5 even, with mates in Ireland, and she's playing Pictooi. So she's doing all the hard ones for me.
That's amazing.
Yeah, she loves that type of game. Puzzle games in general, but she loves that game.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's talk about
She
obviously.
sounds very smart.
Oh, she's a clever girl. She works for the NHS, for the hospital. So yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yes. So yeah, let's talk about Pictooi, because this is, if I'm correct, your first game as a game designer. Yeah.
Yes, my first. It's definitely not my first published game.
Yeah.
Yes, you know what I mean.
Sorry.
Like, like it's funny because we've obviously been doing. I mean, Hatchtails, doing like would be, one of them, and Petadachi as well, and then others, as well as others. But like my first published game as a co-designer of,
Yeah.
it is my first.
Congrats,
So
yeah.
it's exciting. Thanks, man.
But not to be, well, like I know Jules said there is an update coming, but I did get a couple of little glitches last night. So I was on, like the level select, and then I went back. So I went back to, where like the, after the start screen where it just says, is it press A or B or something to go into the game?
Mm-hmm.
So the level select was just, it froze up on it. I actually have a couple of videos on the Switch down, saved. I can show you after. Just a bug. So I guess you can, you guys can take a look at it and see if you can patch it up. But no, but like even
for sure.
Yeah. But like the music and everything is so good. You have to send it to me.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
Yeah. So
that was fun doing the soundtrack for that too.
oh yeah. So talk about the soundtrack. Like what? Had you any inspirations for it, or you just like, what was like Jules like his tips to you?
Honestly,
Or-
it was mostly just like, because I'm a huge Picross fan. I mean, I'm a huge
Okay.
Nonograms. Always have been. I mean, I should say always have been, as in the sense of like the last 8 years. Been very into it since the 3DS. And honestly, it was just kind of like, what kind of experience do I like when I'm playing a Picross game, which is like very much like which is very much like, either I'm very invested into it and I'm relaxing, and so just kind of chill going into it, encapsulating environment. And so the word that I like to use with the whole thing is cosmic. Just kind of like, there's a big, you're exploring, you're deciphering things out and then discovering things. So discovering and cosmic, and I'm not trying to get too floofy doofy right here. I just mean like that's really like, I mean, like if I didn't even really think that when I'm starting, but it was just kind of like when I'm creating music, it's just right now I'm trying to like note down like what I was feeling at the time, and so that's just kind of what came out, like just what the sounds and stuff that you hear, just nice and clean, and wholesome, so that it just feels, it's just clean is another word too, like clean, discovering, cosmic. That's kind of like there. You could probably say like the three, just to make a nice user experience for people. So which is, it's fun. It's a lot different from a lot of stuff I've done.
Yeah.
So
it's nice.
yeah, it was fun. Thank you.
Yeah, like
Very
obviously,
kind of
like
you.
has a, well, for me, like you said, cosmic, but it has a kind of like, like atmospheric space kind of sound to it. I don't know what way, but like it is nice. Yeah.
Totally, yeah.
It's easy to listen to.
Thank you. Yeah, and that's the thing, because you might be stumped on those bigger puzzles, 20 minutes, half hour.
Like even the 20 by 20, I'm like, oh, here, I'm done. I can't do this because it's like literally my head's going, what? Where do I start?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I want to make that as a cool experience. No, I mean, imagine having like heavy metal music going during that.
Oh, you'd be gone. Your head would be gone.
Oh, yeah. I tried to do it, but
yeah.
Jules turned it down.
I want to ask. So, I see. Okay, so in the game we have classic and we have diorama, right? And I noticed. I don't know, but well, maybe people have as well. Like right now we have Chicken Wiggle / Hatch Tails appearing on the screen. Which one is he, or where is he in the game, so I can place
Ooh.
So obviously these are pieces that are in the game.
Yeah.
So
well, if you look at the, I mean, the
diorama, right?
Did
so
you not hear?
What?
Yeah, discover. You got to discover it, Barry.
I know, but I want to. Well, obviously, look.
It's in the diorama.
It's there, but I mean, which one is it?
There it is. I'm gonna give you one hint. I'll give you one guess which one it is.
One guess. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm gonna guess the last one.
Nope, it's the first one.
Really?
I think it is.
Oh, sweet.
I think it is. Maybe. I don't memorize the locations of each one,
Dude, you made the
but I think
game.
it is
You
the
should
first one.
know.
I didn't make the game.
Well, you partly made the game, so yeah.
I partly made the game. That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
And oh
But
yeah, actually, we should talk about. I love the little known facts that you get at the end of each level. Did you know?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, dude, I love them too. I look forward to it, as I'm doing it, I think that they're actually interesting. like they're factoids, that are like for instance, like for the food, there's a food section and there's
yeah,
coffee, and it's like, and I wrote that one, and I even forgot, and it's like, hey,
yeah, food.
yeah, there
Yeah.
it is. It's like, hey, did you know that coffee is a fruit and that each bean is the pit of a berry? I was like,
A pit of me.
no. Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
That's good. No, that's good.
Berry
Uh,
goodness.
that's funny because I didn't even think about berry being like berry.
Yeah, but
So
that's what. You, that's
Perry,
what.
like a
Yeah,
pear,
yeah, like a pear.
and
Yeah.
berry. So
Okay.
that's can be our logo. Is like a pear
Oh my
with
god,
with
that's
a
what we should
berry.
do. We should like
Yeah,
combine them
yeah.
together. Yeah,
Berry
yeah.
and berry. That's good. Um, but it's like stuff like that. There's, I mean, that's the whole game. And we had to be really careful with how we were gonna like showcase like what this game is, because at its core, it's a nonogram, puzzle game. It's
Yeah.
like Picross. That's what we were going for. Like, but then when you get into it, you go, oh, this is like Picross combined with Brain Age, but very subtly, where it doesn't, it's all encouragement, like as in like it counts how much time you've spent exercising your brain. That's the idea.
Yeah.
There aren't any, there's help when you need it. You can always ask Professor Ashita to clear a line in a column for you. And there's no, and besides that, you don't get a punishment for that. You don't get punished for doing any wrong move. You can even, and the way I play is that like I don't like being notified when I make a wrong move, because that's cheating. Because the fun part about a lot of times you get into a level and you go through and you're like, oh crap, like I'm like 15 minutes into this and I misstepped somewhere. I did something wrong. So now looking at it and analyzing with the numbers, that's actually a really fun part of it, so but depending on the way you play, it's all really good. And then every day you get to stamp the calendar, which is so satisfying. Because you get, and then you can see how many. And then when Pictooi came out, I played 84 puzzles on that day. I couldn't stop playing. It was so much
And was
fun.
your head not like fried?
It was actually, I had a
No
headache.
offense,
Like,
but
from staring at a
don't take
screen.
offense to that. But I mean, like it's like you
No,
can say
yeah,
it for any
it's
game, but even like a puzzle game in particular, I feel
yeah,
when
absolutely,
you
yeah.
do so many, your head's gone.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, mine wasn't completely gone. It definitely was like, just because in general, it's a lot of concentrated thinking.
Yeah.
But again, that's why it's really fun. And I don't know why. I mean, there could be other Picross games that have done this, but the daily routine where it is so nice. I get up, take a shower, get coffee, sit down, and play a Pictooi puzzle. It's a beautiful thing. I've been waiting, and it's so much fun living. And then before I go to sleep, same thing. Relaxing music.
Yeah.
Just do a puzzle, and then you get to stamp it. It's like, oh sweet. And so this is a game. There's 300 puzzles, so you could stamp the calendar for many months every day, and it's just a fun little reward, and it feels like you've done something. Like, here you go, Barry. You've done something for the day. Like, you are good, and I love that feeling. So that's how we wanted to showcase it to people, and I think I am very proud of the end product. I think it's everything that I've ever wanted in a Picross game.
Like, no, honestly, well done. I mean, like the game obviously came out of nowhere, like to the public.
Yeah, well, we kept it under wraps,
Yeah.
And it's been a side thing, Obviously, we have so much other stuff.
Jules had mentioned to me before, like there is obviously, I know about other games, but obviously, I might have told you before, but I can't say it obviously in public right now.
Yeah.
But like he sent me screenshots. It's like literally, holy crap.
Yeah.
I'm just starting to play this. Okay, and here's one for you and Jules, right? Jules, if you're watching, hello, thank you for watching. I want you guys to do a puzzle game like Pull Blocks.
I think that's how Chicken Wiggle started out too. I think that was a big inspiration for that.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No.
You know? Yeah, that was definitely push in America.
Pushmo, yeah, in America, yeah.
Pole Block's probably a better name. I don't know. I like both those names.
Yeah. And
Pushmo
Pulmo, is
because
it?
it's a
Or
sumo.
Pushmo, what's the other one?
Pushmo, Stretchmo,
Stretchmo,
Crashmo,
yeah, and then
I think.
yeah, and then Pull Blocks World, whatever, Pushmo World, yeah, on the Wii U.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that was so good. Oh, but dude, yeah. And so it's because the idea was that you can create your own levels, and it's kind of a puzzle. If you can, you know what I mean. So that was the idea that it came from it, and then it grew from there. But dude, we are the biggest Pole Blocks fans, Pushmo fans.
Yeah.
Me-
Okay,
Jules and
here's
I.
one.
Oh,
What if you guys done a 3D one? So, what's it called? Nanogram, is it? Or
Nonogram.
yeah. So, do one of them games, but in
Yeah.
a pull block. So as in like even like being able to like move the character up in the air and fly and kind of like pull it out. You know.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Instead of just doing tap tap tap, literally
Yeah.
make it like annoying for the
Dude,
player.
Pictooi 3D would be amazing. That would be amazing.
There
Yeah,
you
that's
go.
a fun. And I like the Picross 3D games a lot. They're pretty tough. It's definitely a new, but the way they did it was fun. That was a fun release on the 3DS when that came out. Do you remember that? When the Picross 3D
I never got it.
2 came out?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just digital only, which is a shame. And also a shame that Rhythm Heaven was digital. Did you play Rhythm Heaven?
Never got into it. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Sorry, pair.
it's okay. It's just one of my favorite games of all time. That's okay. That's okay. Everyone has their different things. But yeah, so I'm really happy with Pictooi, and it's just fun to have it out finally. So it's fun to play. I
Yeah.
just literally like the whole time I'm like, I just can't wait to play this on Switch. Like selfishly, I don't even really care if anyone else wants this. I just want to play it.
Yeah.
And so I've been having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess each developer should be selfish in a way where a developer, well, from my perspective, is to make a game that you want to play, which
Yeah.
is what essentially you're doing. You're making a game that you want to play. That's it.
Yeah.
And and
I
hopefully.
mean, that's not just it. I mean, I
Well, yeah,
definitely.
yeah, but I mean,
there's
yeah.
so much that goes into like how we're gonna, how people will perceive it, right? I mean, that's
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
a big part. But that which is a great self-actualizing process inward, like that we enjoy as well. So it's both, It's exactly like I want to play it, and how do we make it so other people also want to play it and they understand it going in? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, are we down the line going to see a physical, or is that zip? Because limited run.
a physical of Pictooi, that would be
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I have no idea.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that would be cool. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. I know nothing. So
I know nothing.
I know nothing.
But yeah, maybe we should wrap it up. Perry, thanks for coming on the show. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on.
And
It
of
was super
course,
fun.
yeah. I really appreciate it. It's always fun talking to you. And
It is
guys, do pick up if you can, whatever you can of game decks, online Yooka-Laykee. If you're getting a Switch,
Mutant
OLED,
Muds is also available.
Mutant Muds
by
as
the
well.
way.
Yeah, the blue edition.
The blue version. Yeah,
Blue
this
version,
is
yeah.
available as well, which is
Uh,
really fun. And they work together. Did you know that?
Oh yeah.
can
So
com-
yeah, so
yeah, you
that's
can combine them and play them together.
okay. Actually, before we go, hold on. What would your dream deck be right now? Like, okay, can I
So
ask?
people
Are you
ask me
in
this.
talks? Like obviously you don't have to say who, but are you in talks with other developers?
Oh yeah.
Because there is
Oh,
actually
very.
other developers I know that I can get you in contact with. That would be really cool.
Yeah. Oh, we got tons.
Yeah.
And one of my dream games is happening.
Oh, dude, you
and
got to
it's
tell me after.
Unbelievable.
Don't worry.
I will tell you. I will tell you. But my ultimate dream game is to do Paper Mario
Oh, that'd be so cool.
because it would be the first Paper Mario game that is made out of paper.
Paper, yeah. Bit ironic, isn't it?
But ironic.
Welcome
and
to Paper Mario.
I think we'll
and
do it.
It's digital.
I think we'll do it. Yeah, for sure. I think it's going to be great. So, yeah, it's been a blast. I mean, I was so honored to work with Yooka-Laykee because I love
Yeah.
Yooka-Laykee.
Yeah, me too.
So,
Perry, thanks for coming on. Really appreciate it, and I wish you all the success with game decks and in the future and everything. Even with
Thank you, my
Pictooi
friend.
and
You
Limited
too.
Run. And Yeah, so where can you find it on social media? My voice went.
You can find game decks at Play Game Decks. And that's DECKS. It's not like an X. A lot of people think it's an X, like Dex, DEX.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then also go to gamedex.fun.
Mm-hmm.
I would say point people because it's a really nice website that we've worked really hard on.
No, it is. It's lovely.
And you can see all of our products there and kind of dive into stuff, videos and everything. And then yeah, obviously follow Pictooi. I probably don't need to plug that. And then yeah, follow Pictooi, and Pictooi. Go to the eShop right now. If you type in Picross on the eShop, I think it's the first one that comes up.
Oh, interesting.
It's pretty cool.
And I know Pictooi has its own Twitter handle, at Pictooi.
It does.
Yeah.
At Pictooi. Yeah, there you go.
It's pretty cool.
Dude, and we took that name, funnily enough, that was the first name that we that we thought of. And then we went through over months other names.
Can I ask what other names did you think of? That was
I can't even remember any of them.
Yeah.
I honestly can't even remember any of them because we were just trying. We were like, it was like nothing ever. It was like, what areas should we go into? Like, what's the identity of this game? And it just like, you know what, Pictooi just makes the most sense. That's what it came to. It was a lot of discussion, but yeah. So
yeah.
I love the name. It was, and when Jules initially texted me like the idea, I was like, I'm sold. It just makes too much sense. So
obviously it's.
I think he'd be throwing it around for a while. So
yeah, it's Picross and a Pictooi together. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's a picture. Yeah, and Picross is already. It's weird because nanograms aren't like, they don't really have like nanograms is the actual name, but people don't really know that.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like Sudoku where like everyone knows that.
Yeah.
But everyone uses different words for like that name. But
yeah.
the main thing is the picture, right?
Yeah.
So the picture and then a Pictooi, and but the fun thing is that, as you can see, that the Pictooi part of it is just kind of a side mode. It's really just the class. There's 180 classic puzzles. That's the big bulk of the game. It's just having those. So yeah, but yeah, that I just wanted to say there's so much that went into the name that was really funny. So much thought.
Nice one.
So follow Pictooi.
Sweet. So guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this show. I'm so glad to be back in podcasts. And hey, maybe we'll have you on, soon again, perhaps. Who knows?
I would love to come on.
Yeah, the Perry and Barry show, yeah.
Yeah, the Perry and Barry show. Exactly, yeah. We can talk about anything.
And everything, yeah.
Maybe when we get our OLED switches, we can do impressions or something.
Yes, let's do. So guys, you can of course check us out on YouTube and Twitter, and for more Nintendo and podcasts, keep it right here at IGS. Alright guys, see you soon. Bye bye.
Toodles.